My view is the sporting organisations should deal with that issue.
Does it seem fair to you that people who were born biologically male with all the physical advantage should be able to compete against people born with female biology?
Well, in Australia, the sporting codes are able to deal with that, and they have. And they have effectively.
Okay, so we've got the sporting clubs saying what's going on. State organisations, national goes to Sport Australia or international, and then they go, right, international committee, what am I going to do? They send it back and go, it's up to the international federations, so you guys sort it out.
Those sports that have taken these other views are going to find themselves, really struggling to work out how do they navigate all of the different jurisdictions they operate in and those jurisdictions' legal frameworks. In this country, our guidelines are very clear in pointing out that we need to understand the Sex Discrimination Act and recognise that maybe some of these guidelines that have internationally been imposed don't hold water here legally and wouldn't have a place necessarily for the way that Australia would like to see us operate and manage sport.
The reality is that if any of these cases are tested in court, then very quickly there will be an alignment to sex discrimination and human rights acts of this country, and therefore sports need to be sure before they go into these processes that they have the right legal basis for the assessments that they're doing and what those assessments lead to. Men wanting to compete in women's sport. That's not the case. This is a very different and nuanced issue.
So how do you think it felt when I lined up against a biological male to compete at the Commonwealth Games, 6'1", 142 kilos? You can imagine my upset, my frustration, my confusion, my feeling of injustice.